Moon Knight episode 4 is now out on Disney Plus for you guys to go and check out. I have just watched the newest episode. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this episode, but I want to know what your comments are as well. Smash it down in the comments below, smash that like button for me, click subscribe, and let's jump into the episode 4 review of Moon Knight. Okay, so Moon Knight episode 4 is done and dusted. Now, from what I remember is that they showed people up to episode 4. Episode 4 was the cutoff. They showed them the first 4 episodes, which is different because they normally show you the first 2 episodes when it comes to these Disney Plus Marvel shows. So we knew that episode 4 must be a huge episode and must have something in it that is the turning point in this series that's like supposed to be a game changer in a way. So anyway, we have now watched episode 4, all of us, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I really enjoyed this episode quite a lot. I've been enjoying this series actually quite a lot. It's my favorite Disney Plus Marvel show at this point right now, unless they fail the final 2 episodes and really like do a WandaVision finale or something like that where it's just kind of like just a little major letdown. But at this current point in time, this is my favorite Disney Plus show. I'm enjoying it so much, and this episode we don't have Moon Knight there. He can't turn into Moon Knight, and Khonshu has gone. He's been wrapped in the stone after we saw in the final episode 3 last week. We saw that he got encaptured into stone by the other Egyptian gods. So this one we follow Marc and Steven and Layla to the tomb of Ahmed, which is where this whole thing revolves around, is trying to find this tomb where Ahmed is being captured, where Harrow wants to get to and break him free and, you know, wreak havoc along the world, whatever he wants to do to it. So this episode is all very much about like the mysterious aspect. Like you're trying to piece things together, trying to figure out this mystery that's going on here. And it really does. Towards the end, the final act of this episode is very much like we're getting into some really insane stuff. Like insane stuff. I'm not even 100% sure what is quite going on, but I'm super intrigued. So we follow them through as they go through the tomb. They obviously then get split. There's this really creepy creature thingy in there that makes this really weird noise that is just very creepy. very creepy. And that's what splits them up. There are some scenes as well of blood and gore and that, which I thought was cool as well for a Marvel show. That's awesome. Really looking forward to all that stuff. I want to see him do more stuff like that. So anyway, we follow them too. They get split up. Steven takes this other route, and Layla gets trapped as she's trying to escape this creepy ass creature. And when the things start to fall, like the stepping stones as she's walking along the wall, they all break off. She's on the other side, and as she's about to leave, Harrow walks through and he starts having a conversation with her. And Ethan Hawke is just so freaking good, man. How good is Ethan Hawke? He is just absolutely fantastic, and the way that he just has this conversation with Layla is just so incredible. And it's just, he's telling her about how her father died, who's responsible for it, what Mark's involvement was, and he really gets to her. And anyway, so she goes off. We get back to Mark, and Mark has, it's actually Steven. He has actually found the tomb. And it's actually Alexander the Great that is in this tomb. He figures that out, and he figures out where the actual Ahmed stone statue is, and he pulls it out. Layla comes in and confronts Steven and talks about what happened to her father, which this was a really good scene as well. You could feel the hurt coming from her, so it was really good character building for her. And then Mark takes over the body, and we get this whole thing where Mark explains what actually happened. So he then sends Layla away, because here comes Harrow and his guards and that, and they're coming after Ahmed's statue. Mark doesn't want to back down, and in the end, which I did not expect this was going to happen. Harrow shoots him. Not once, but twice. Shoots Mark, right? Boom, boom. And I was just like, what? This is the 4th episode. This is not the finale. Like, this guy's the main character. What's going on? So he dies, and then we get this scene where Mark is like in a mental institution. That's what it looked like. It looked like this big mental institution. We see Layla there. She's there with him. I think she's part of the mental asylum. And we see Mark, and he's trying to figure out like Steven, and there's this little clip as we enter into it of Dr. Stephen Grant, who is an adventurer in a film that they've been watching, that is looking out. It's got very similar themes to what is actually going on in the present time. So I wasn't sure what was going on in this whole mental asylum stuff. Things were happening. Obviously we see Harrow there as well, but he's like sort of the guru behind it all, like the guy that sits there and evaluates you. Why Mark is there. Oscar Isaac, I gotta give a mention. Oscar Isaac is freaking incredible. He is so good. The way he is portraying these 2 different characters and the way he's portraying in the asylum as well is absolutely incredible. It's so good. So anyway, he then starts to realize, wait a second, what is going on here? You're the guy that shot me. And as he breaks free, he runs into a room where there's another tomb, and he opens it, and Steven's in there. So we now have 2 physical forms of the one person. We have Mark and we have Steven, and they're both physically there. And as they're running through, there's this big moment where the doors open and there's another Egyptian god there. There's an Egyptian god. And then it stops. Now, I have my theories about what is actually going on. I actually think this is sort of 2 things. It could either be another like sort of realm where the Egyptian gods sort of are, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Or this could be the mind. This could be the mind, because Mark says to Steven as well, what do you last remember? We got shot. And they're both there. Is this inside his mind? Are we actually inside the mind of Mark and Steven? Because someone clearly took over their body last episode that we haven't seen yet when they were fighting the guys, because Mark said it wasn't him, and it's definitely not Steven. We know that. Could the third personality be taking over the body, and these 2 are trapped in the mind? Could that be the possibility? I don't know. But man, I'm really interested to know if any of you guys, because I have no idea about Moon Knight. I have not read any of the comics about Moon Knight or anything like that. I am a complete noob when it comes to Moon Knight. I am loving this show. I am so intrigued. If you guys have any theories, or you know what this whole asylum is about, I want to know. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts, and let me know what you think is going on in your theories, because we got 2 episodes left. I'm so excited, man. I cannot wait for next Wednesday now. So yeah, let me know. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.